Hey everyone, thank you so much for clicking on this video. The fact that you are willing to sacrifice a few minutes out of your day to consume my content really does mean the world to me. For those of you that are unaware, I review everything that gets released on Netflix. So if you're ever curious about a new movie, series, or show, if you want to know if it's good or not, come to my channel and I will let you know. In this video, we're going to be talking about The Colors of Evil, Red. And, what did I think about it? Ultimately, I'll say if you are someone who enjoys, crime scene thrillers, this is definitely a movie for you. It does get quite thrilling, I won't lie. But the ultimate basic premise of this film is the body washes ashore with its lips missing. The detective then has to figure out what is going on, and an entire convoluted mess is then uncovered. While it does sound interesting, I'll have to say that this is probably one of the safest murder mystery movies I've watched in a very long time. And what I mean by safe is it tried very little to actually stand apart from anything that had come before. But what I will give this movie props to is it tried to tackle some very, very heavy themes, including that of gender-based violence. So what did I enjoy about this movie? What didn't I necessarily enjoy? I mentioned earlier that this movie did feel safe, and so I'll put that into the I didn't really enjoy that element of the film too much, but something I did enjoy was the performances. I would say every single actor gave their all in this film. And something that I was rather surprised by is in fact that the dubbing for this movie works quite well as well. If you're an English watcher, you're going to have to watch this dubbed unless you're fine with subtitles. And very often when you're watching it in dubbed, the actors can make or break it depending on, the quality of the dubbing. And so I watched the first half of the movie in its original language, and then I watched the second half, of course, in English. And the transition was rather easy. What made that worthwhile is the fact that the actors on both sides, both the original actors and the dubbing actors, really put their all in. Then something I didn't necessarily enjoy as much, and it's a double-edged blade, to be honest. I mentioned the fact that the film did tackle gender-based violence, and there are some scenes that get rather rough. And so I'm going to put that down as a negative, not because it was handled badly or poorly, but it was unsettling to watch, and at some points it started to feel a little bit mean-spirited. Not just, hey, look, this is the reality of the situation, but they kind of went a step too far, which is just my personal opinion. Maybe I'm just feeling extra sensitive today, but I did feel that they went a little bit far with the depictions of gender-based violence in this movie. But I think the greatest thing about this movie is it did a great job of showing the contrast between, the families of victims versus those working on a case. At the end of the day, and it's heartbreaking, is the fact that when someone you love dies or passes away, is murdered, etc., 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 your whole world comes crumbling down. And you have to rely on the police, the detectives, to do their jobs. But the truth of the matter is, for a lot of them, it's their job. And so they'll get to it when they get to it. And the first half of this film displays that perfectly. I was getting so frustrated on behalf of the families of those of the victim, because they need to know what's going on, and there's no answers, and no one seems to care, and only later on in the movie does the ball get rolling. And so that for me was quite a sucker punch feeling, like that feeling of hopelessness that I really felt like I'd never want to relate to that, because I can't think of anything worse. And I don't know if this is just me, and I don't know. I know there's a lot of people who enjoy crime scene thrillers, and very often I can find myself enjoying it as well. But movies like this, there's never a happy ending. And I understand life doesn't have happy endings. I'm not expecting every film to, be wrapped neatly with the bow and everyone's happy at the end of it. But damn, I'm feeling so depressed right now. I am just feeling so deflated and broken watching this movie. Because in many ways, I think this is a good depiction of reality. And that sucks. That's scary. But that's life at the end of the day. So guys, honestly, I would recommend that you check out Colors of Evil, Red. Really good film. The production value was rather high, but again, if you're someone who frequents this genre quite often, then you've probably seen majority of what this film has to offer. But thank you so much for watching this review. You guys are the best. You are awesome. If you haven't yet, please give this video a like. Do not be afraid to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I hope to see you guys again in another video.